You are not destined for a relationship. You are not destined for a relationship. Yo, I know I can't be the only one out there that thinks that there's something higher and better for me or you out there that is way more important than being in a relationship, way more important than fitting into the biological needs of the world, like reproducing and marrying and seeing a future with someone. I know I can't be the only one. So I'll tell you my experience, man. I'll tell you my experience. I feel like I'm not destined to be in a relationship. I feel like being in a relationship is a lot. It's a lot. Of course it's a lot. But I will say one thing, that the purpose of this video is not to down a relationship, is not to down anybody in a relationship, but you also do need to experience it as well. See the ins and outs of how it is being with a person and dealing with, a partner. You need to experience that in life just to see if you can get to the point that I'm at right now. So I'll tell you this, man. I'm a lot more happy when I'm alone. I'm a lot more happy when I'm alone. I'm a lot more happy when I'm free and able to do what I want to do in my life. I feel like I don't like being constricted. I feel like whenever I'm in a relationship, I feel constricted. I feel like, I'm not able to talk to the people I want to. I feel like I have to report back to my partner. I feel like I have to always just compromise. And I feel like I just don't want to. I just feel like I don't want to anymore. I feel like I just want to live on my own terms and live on my own timing. And I feel like with a relationship, it definitely doesn't help me in my own happiness. I just don't want to be slowed down. I don't want to be slowed down when I know that I have the ability to slow myself down, in my purpose in life, to slow myself down in what I want to do. And look, sometimes, I get lonely, you know what I mean? And we all get lonely, even if you don't want to admit it. We all get lonely because, we're human beings. We desire a human connection at the end of the day. And there's nothing wrong with that. But what I do to override that, I'm working, I'm doing my hobbies, I'm hanging with the people that have been there in my life already. And, I'm doing business stuff and, I'm busy. I'm a busy dude. I'm busy. So, I override it with that, and even then, I flirt with the woman I like to flirt with. And, I don't have to deal with no repercussions of talking to anybody, because, I can talk to anybody. And I like being that type of person. I like being that type of person and not having to report back to, my partner. It's something about it. It's something about it. And maybe I just need to change my mindset. Maybe I do. Because look, I can't imagine being in like a 5-year relationship, and then for whatever happens, you guys break up, and then now you're back to square one. And it's like, I don't even want to deal with that, because I wouldn't even want to get back into the game. Why? I just wasted 5 years of my life. I wasted 5 years of my life on someone that I thought I had a future with. You know what I'm saying? And especially like with cheating and stuff, you never know what can happen. But I don't want to always hold that like upon me. I don't want to hold that over my head, like like bad future thoughts and thinking about the future and thinking of it like in a negative type of way. I don't want to hold that over my head. But anything can happen, man. And the future's uncertain. And it's true. It's true. What can I say? I just never understood the concept of being with someone forever, with one person forever. I never understood the concept. I never even got past the relationship longer than a year because I ended up feeling drained. I ended up feeling drained at the end of the day. And maybe I just need to find somebody that understands that. But also at the end of the day, I understand myself more than anybody ever could and ever would, right? So I just think, man, maybe I'm just not strong enough for this. I don't know like how people balance everything out, because like I said, I'm doing, work, hobbies, social life, business ideas, and just trying to keep my mentality well, and keeping my physicality well. And like, how do I squeeze a person into that? How do I squeeze a person into that? And then I had to deal with their well-being and all that stuff. I could never find a balance. Because I never knew how to not neglect my partner. Because I feel like at the end of the day, I started neglecting them. Because I'm focused on myself and everything I want to do. And it's hard for me, honestly. It's hard for me. Maybe I'm not strong. Maybe I'm just not built for it. Maybe y'all are more built different than me, because I don't understand. I don't get it. And maybe it's not meant for me to understand. And I feel like that's where my life is heading at this point in my life. So hey, man, I don't know. I don't know. And I'm being completely honest. I have no idea. I have no idea, The only idea I know is that I want to be happy, and I hope that you want to be happy as well. You have to experience relationships and see if you like this type of stuff. You have to experience it, see if you like it. If you don't like it, do what you need to do. Currently I'm just doing me, honestly, just focusing on myself. And I've never given myself too much of a chance to do it fully. So especially in like my grown age now, I feel like I never gave myself the chance to fully focus on myself, with like not talking to anybody and not like dealing with a woman or anything like that. Like, and now I'm in that stage of life, and it feels good. I don't have to deal with arguments that don't lead nowhere. I don't have to be in conflict all the time and all that stuff. But hey, maybe I do need to change my mindset. Because I be seeing people do it all the time. Business people have marriages and stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm just trying to keep myself happy. And if that means me dying alone, then so be it. Because it feels good that I'm just free flowing in the wind. But yeah, man, thank you for watching this video. I wonder if any of y'all relate. If y'all do relate, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe. I talk about all this life stuff, relationship stuff, and try to give advice along the way. And I'm trying to build a little community here. If y'all like this type of content, please let me know. As well as, leave a comment and let me know if you want me to talk more about other topics, because I have a lot of life experience and a lot of stories to tell. So it's pretty cool. I appreciate all y'all watching. Thank you for all the love and support I've been getting recently. We're trying to reach the 300 subscribers. So if you could get to 300 subscribers, that would be tough. I appreciate you. Always.